This particular project is a digital X-ray installation for a multi-dentist practice over several sites that they are consolidating. The scope of this is that you're going to have to implement the radiology software in multiple practices throughout the city. The timeline is about 6 months. The goal would be to have a system up and running so that the dentists can review those X-rays wherever the patient happens to be. This will increase their scheduling abilities and make best use of the 3 practices that are coming together, so that if a patient had their X-rays done at Office A, they could then make follow-up appointments at any of the 3 offices to be sure that the scheduling was more opportune for the patient, but also it will increase scheduling at the offices that now have more downtime than some of the others. One of the big challenges in this particular project will be getting the security right, because you're going to be networking 3 offices together over many miles. You're going to have the security there so that the system cannot be hacked, but also you need to think about security in a way of disaster recovery, so that if the system goes down, how can you have redundancy between the 3 offices? If the network goes down, how are you going to access those radiology procedures that may have been done at a different office? So those are 2 of the big challenges with this: your network security and then your downtime recovery. The project manager role will be one of coordination. You have 3 separate offices that you're bringing together, so you'll need to make up your team from all of those offices, because in each office the workflow will be a little different just because of the layout of the office and how it's situated in the building. So you need to be sure that you look at all of those workflows so that you can come up with one overall that will fit all 3 offices. So your team's going to have administrative staff, some clinical staff on it. Probably at least one of the providers needs to be there to be sure that you're meeting all of the objectives for the providers. You'll need to have one of the receptionists there so they can talk about what they do on the front end, and also you'll need some of the billing personnel there so you can talk about how they're going to interface with this system and how the bills get out the door, so that you need to understand the workflow really from the beginning all the way through till the end. Because there is no one at any of these offices that has the knowledge base for this particular software implementation, it was decided that the offices would use a consultant that specialized in this particular dental installation. That consultant will help you in guiding you not only the security aspects and the disaster recovery, but also in the hardware and the loading of the software. And then they will also give you either test plans, or they will help you create test plans so that you can test the system to its fullest. Then there's training. Those people will also either do your training for you, or they will train the trainer, which is they'll train one person in each office, and then that person will make sure that the rest of the office gets trained. But all of that information will have to come from your consultants, and they should leave you with a series of documents so that your training can be effective.